Hi, Dr. Lisa Thompson of drlisathompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office outside of Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Let me ask you a question. Are you struggling with your video editing? Well, stick around, because on this episode, The Doctor's In, I'm going to show you a very simple process of how to use Camtasia to create professional looking videos, even if you're brand new and never generated one video before. So stay tuned. Today I'm going to show you how to take all of the video edit tips that we talked about in today's blog post, and we're going to put it together using the video editing software Camtasia to make a video that is unique to you, makes you stand out from the crowd, and allows you to get more exposure and traffic to your website. Now, there's other types of video editing software out there, such as Windows Movie Maker, ScreenFlow, iMovie. To learn how to use those pieces of software, just go to YouTube and type in the search term Windows Movie Maker tutorial or iMovie tutorial, and they'll show you a lot of awesome tutorials that can help you with that. But on your screen right now, you see that we've opened it up to Camtasia, and what I want to show is a couple of things to you. This here is your video editing software space where you can see in real time your video being made with the various clips that you have. And then down here are the tracks. This is where you're going to put your various media clips to create your video. And then right here is where you're going to import your video clips. So the first thing you want to do once you have your Camtasia open is to hit on Import Media. You can either import it from your desktop or from the Google Drive. I highly recommend that with all of your videos, you should have a separate folder for each video that contains all of your media clips. This is where you're going to save your final video to, as well as the Camtasia file folder. Keeps everything in one spot. It's a huge time saver. And then when you're done with everything with your video clip and your final video's been cut, you want to take that file folder and upload it to a cloud drive so that you have it for safekeeping in case you're or a Google Drive in case if something happens and your computer or your laptop crashes, you still have your data. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build our video. So I'm going to start here with intro, and I'm just going to drag it down to track 1. And then I'm going to take my lower third and I'm going to put that on track 2. As you can see, as I add each clip, you're going to see it show up on your video screen right here in the work area. And I'm going to take my lower third. I always like to put it in the lower left-hand corner because in the United States, we read from left to right. Make sure in your lower third you have your name and the name of your blog. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to drag this all the way over to the end. And now I'm going to add my intro. And I received this intro from Intro Champ, which is a site that has video intros for just $4.95. If you want the link to Intro Champ, go to my blog post that I wrote today with all these video editing tips. You can see the link to the blog post in the description of this video. Now I put in the intro, and as you can see here, I'm just going to kind of fast forward it real quick for time's sake, and I'm going to get to the end of the clip, and now I'm going to add the body. I'm going to add that right here. And now what I want to show you really quick here too, if you click on the clip and go to audio, you can adjust the sound to make it louder or softer depending on what you want for your video. And then I'm going to scroll through. One other thing I want to show you is this is a really great way for you to get people to respond to your call to action. You want to add a call out. So I'm going to come up here. I like to use this box. I'm going to put the box in here. Now I already did this before. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drag it out for the lower third. I'm going to have it cover the entire lower third of the screen. And as you can see, this is where I want them to go next when they're done watching the video. So in your videos, you want to make sure that you're stating the name of the website where you want them to go, as well as show this URL, because sometimes, especially with Facebook, they won't upload your video if you have, let's say, a link that's going to maybe a webinar registration page or a lead capture page. Facebook might consider that spammy, and they won't let your video upload. So if you can't put that in the video link in the description, what you can do is put it as a lower third within your video. And if you're saying it in your video, you can still get traffic to your website or where you want them to go next. Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to come all the way to the end, and then I'm going to add the outro. And again, the outro is just the same at Intro Champ. I just took another intro that is congruent with my branding, and that's what I added there. And again, you can get the link to Intro Champ on today's blog post. And I add that there, and I can see how this all goes through. Think of your outro as your closing credits. And just additional ways, I like to use an outro where people can connect with me more on social media. Then I'm going to come back to the beginning of the video, and then I'm not going to do it here on this tutorial, but if you click on play, you can watch and see how your video is looking with transitions, and you can make some last minute adjustments. Come up to File, Save Project As, and make sure you're saving it to the folder you're putting all of your media clips that you're doing for this particular video in that file folder. Click Save, come up to Produce and Share, and then this is very important, select only MP4 only, not up to 720. Don't select anything down here with Smart Player, that just gives you more files, and you don't need that. You only need the MP4. So select MP4 up to 720, hit Next. Put a title for your video. Always use the keyword you want to rank for. That's just a little ninja tip, especially if you're going to be uploading this video to YouTube, and if you're going to especially be sharing that YouTube video on Twitter. That's going to give you a lot of Google love and search ranking authority. And then you're going to hit Finish. And then it's going to render, and when it's done, you're going to have a pop-up window that's going to say your video is done, and now your video is ready to be uploaded and shared on your social media sites. Did you find this video helpful? Leave a comment and share. Make sure you like my Facebook fan page so you never miss another episode The Doctor Is In. And get your copy of Mark Harbert's No Fear Video Marketing Systems series by going to drlissamthompson.com/NFVMS. And what this is Mark is a video marketing expert. He went from having $7 in his bank account to generating over 60,000 leads and enrolling over 1,100 people into his business using video. He knows all of the strategies that can help you get more exposure and leads for your business using video. So go ahead, click on that link, come to a page just like this, fill in your best information, and he'll send over that video series to you. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of The Doctor Is In, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.